Before we start and get into it, thank you so much for everybody that's been following us, watching us, subscribing, and commenting, man. We appreciate you. We do it for y'all. It's fun for us, it's therapy, but we bring you guys content just so that way you guys have something to watch, listen
Yeah.
to on the way to work, back home, doesn't matter. We just appreciate you. So just want to give you guys your thanks.
Yeah, man.
Um,
How many subscribers we got? Like 130?
we're at 134, dude.
134,
These are
man. What
diehards. I haven't seen one like actually leave. They just stay, and that keeps me happy, man. I'm good.
that feels good though, right? Because we weren't gonna get nobody, man. We
I'm
were
telling you,
like,
when we got our like 5 views episode, we're like, oh shit, we got five
we
people
made
watching
it
us.
with five.
We're ranging 80 to 100
Yeah,
on every episode. That
yeah,
dude, that's more than I could have asked for.
yeah,
Because this is, like I said, this is just us having conversations with guests.
yep,
And
yep.
if anybody's down, we want you to come in. Keep in mind, this is just a conversation. Camera happens to be rolling, but
Yeah, it's
don't feel
easy.
pressured. Yeah, don't
Yeah,
feel pressured. We have content for days. Stuff is always going on.
yeah,
We have personal experience that we can always talk about. Um,
yeah. We want to hear your experiences because a lot of people, live life, and maybe you have a story that could inspire someone that that thinks that they're having this isolated fucking like life, and if you speak about it, maybe it'll talk to someone who could change their mindset on things. And how did you overcome it? Because we're having problems getting guests, right? It's
yeah,
like people have been canceling on us. It's like probably one of the hardest things. Is just
yeah.
like finding people that are down. It's just like this is not as hard as it looks. Like every person that we've ever gone on here, every time they're here, they're like, I could do it again. I'm like, yeah, bro, everybody could do it again. It's like easy.
Their initial thought is, I parked, I almost left.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
almost left,
Yeah.
but they kick it with us. We start talking, we start
Yeah.
drinking. So as long as you're above age, we'll drink a little bit.
Yeah.
And by the end, they're like, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Let me know
Hell
when I
yeah.
can come back. And that's the goal of this. Like, hey, let's just, because first round is gonna be like, hey, let's just have a conversation. We can talk about music,
Yeah.
politics, doesn't matter. Next time around, now that you know how this works, we'll talk them into like personal traumas
Yeah. Yeah.
or situation. Doesn't really matter. Like I said, we're not gonna put you in a bad spot. We're gonna talk down. We're here with you. We're here to listen.
And I feel like a lot of people, when they come, like, oh, I don't have nothing to talk about. Like, bro, we got the content to talk about.
Yeah.
The content is whatever happening culturally, whatever's going on, Trump, assassination. If you don't want to talk about that, we'll talk about Mr. Beast. If you don't want to talk about that, we'll talk about the Hot 2 girl. Like, we have content for days. It's just your input on what that content is. And it isn't like, oh, I got to have all these things going on for me. It's like, literally, no. Like, we want the genuine part of people that are able to, like, come on here and be like, yo, this is who I am, and be yourself 100%, because no one could be who you are, right? Like, you could be all these different people, like socially, and it's just like, nah, bro, be yourself, be a genuine person, and people are gonna mess with you more because you are genuine and saying real stories, and maybe it'll inspire someone else, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I got,
For
bro.
me, if I can save one person, I've done my job in this whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for that call, that text, or like, hey, bro, what you said helped me get through this.
Oh, no doubt.
That's all I'm. Just one person. I just need one, and I've made it. Um, Keep in mind, there's a 805 Media Day we're gonna have
Oh yeah.
August 3rd. Isla Vista. Comment down if you want the details. But we're gonna become part of a unit of like the 805 creators, YouTubers, artists, and just help each other. That's all it
Yeah.
comes down to, because you can only do so much by yourself. But when you open up, you share, you collaborate, sky's the limit. Sky's the
Something pushes,
limit.
guys.
That's where we're putting ourselves in. We're gonna try it. We're gonna do our part. But just be there. Just be there, support. That's what you got to do. Comment down below. We'll give you guys the details.
Yeah. Or
Um,
hit us up, dude. Hey, dude, Trump.
Trump,
Dude, what happened?
homie got shot.
Dude, where were you, bro, when you found out?
Where was I? I think I was home, but I was going to TikTok. I didn't.
I feel like you were naked,
I don't
bro,
watch the
at
news or
home.
nothing. Like I just got out the shower, but I was going to TikTok and I just see Trump assassination attempt. And then you hit me up. We're like, hey, bro, they try to get him.
Yeah.
They try to get my guy. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, okay, I'm always a conspiracy first. That's
Yeah.
my first thing.
100%.
Was it legit? Was it real? How did it play out? Who did what? At first, I was still conspiracy, but who knows? It looked legit.
Yeah.
It looked
people are-
legit. This
yeah.
this kid, he was probably like what 21, give or
Yeah.
take, and he was in a whole different building. Shot at him. Trump's doing his speech for a split second. He's talking to the audience to his right, and it flickers his ear.
If he didn't make the move,
Yeah, he didn't shift like centimeters. straight to the dome, gone, done.
Imagine what would have happened if he got assassinated, bro. What would a USA be right now? Would it still be USA if they took out Trump? Trump is that guy.
Yeah.
Why does the media hate him? Why do so much like I don't hate him. I like him. Like I missed him that was entertainment for the last like 4 years ago. It was the best 4 years ever, bro. He was tweeting some crazy shit, cutting all these government agencies off. Like you're fired. It was like WWF, bro.
And I think this is like the third or fourth attempt. This is not the first. This is the biggest one that actually got to him,
Shit,
but it's like the third or fourth. So the memes that came out as soon as he got shot with 50 Cent. Fucking.
He actually, do you know that he actually came out to it recently?
Oh, did he?
He came out to Mini Men. Mini Men. He literally came out to it, bro.
Oh man,
he's a WWF superstar.
This guy now he's set his platform.
Yeah.
My thing where it kind of threw me off, and like I said, I'm always conspiracy. Yeah. My thought was, okay, as a Secret Service, get that man out of there. That's all I know. That's all I've on every fucking movie I've ever watched. Get that man out of there after an attempt.
Yeah.
He had a 2-minute paparazzi, like
give me my shine.
He had the best fucking photos.
Yeah.
Like they can go on any label right now. Like the best photos for him spiking his kind of election and all that good stuff.
I saw this thing that said that like people like studying in 2050 that are like, this is like the hardest midterm they've ever had of our history of the United States. Cause it's like, when did Mr. Trump get assassinated? Like that's crazy, bro, to think that. Why would they want to assassinate him? That's the thing. Like, I get it. Assassinations happen to people who speak out of what they're supposed to be. Like they have a lane. If they get out of it and they start bringing that people that like follow them to higher realms, they're like, no, we're going to cut the head off of the snake immediately. Yeah. And I feel like they keep constantly trying to take Trump out. Like the last time this happened was COVID, when it was the testing, like when COVID was happening, Biden won. But do you think really Biden really?
Things are being played like they're just the front guys.
Yeah,
they're just the front guys because they go in there and they make their speeches, but there's entities behind them that are actually making all the power moves.
BlackRock.
I feel like Trump is part of that group.
Yeah.
Biden is just a speech guy, but I feel like Trump is actually in those meetings. Like, nah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it this way.
Yeah.
Like he's part of those conversations. That's the difference between, to me, Biden and Trump. Trump's in the back room with everybody versus just the back room telling the front room, hey, do this.
Biden,
he's just following whatever he's being told.
Do you think it's trippy that he left or what? I feel like
this guy just stepped down. It was about time. Everybody's seen it. There's so many signs.
Yeah.
He couldn't remember his conversations or his speeches. Yeah. He was confusing people. Like he's on his way out already.
Declining, yeah.
Yeah. Vice President Harris, she was like the next runner up. She's like, hey, you know what? Let me give it a shot. 3 days later,
Yeah, well, again, look, Trump's going to win. It's like, it's a waste of money of all these donors that donate to like the Democratic or the Republican, whatever. And it's like, why would we go against Trump? Trump has the greatest trailer ever, bro. Like, why would you go against that? It's a waste of money at that point.
Who's representing the Democrats at this point?
I don't even know, bro. I don't even think they're going to run it because when it pops up, it's like, who are you voting for? Like, everybody's going to go T. Everybody's going T, bro.
They're going to get a smackdown. Whoever comes needs to be either like social literate with like media wise, because you got to talk shit to back up your shit.
Ramaswamy.
You can't just be sitting back and hoping that all these little speeches are going to save you.
Yeah.
Because Trump goes for the throat. He doesn't play.
It's the old age versus the new age. It's like this old way of thinking. Like, I feel like Big T, he's like, he understands, like, he's at the UFC fight. He understands.
Jake Paul right now, just causing all this commotion, just 100%. Building up the pressure. Yeah.
He understands this on a different level of a business level. That's one thing you got to respect about him.
Yeah.
He knows business.
He's business. He's business.
There's a lot of things about him in his past that he's not. Like, I heard that like he like builds houses or whatever, and he doesn't pay like the people who did it. And they sue him, and he's like, dude, I got the best lawyers in the world. Like, he don't pay people. I heard a lot of negative things about him business-wise. But United States, we're a business, right? Yeah. United States, we all have our tax code, which is our Social Security, and we all pay taxes to the machine. So why wouldn't you want a businessman to fucking handle the business of the United States. And he didn't do that bad. I thought a lot of things he did was great.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing that I was kind of tripping out on was the border. That's the only thing out of his whole thing, his whole campaign of just like building his border.
Don't worry, bro. You're not going to get sent back. Don't worry about that.
But I got family trying to come in.
But everybody could come in right now. That's like open border.
But they got to sign up for the army. But either, I'm not, that's nowhere here nor there.
Why not, bro? Let's talk about it.
But other than that, he's doing things. He's making movies. He's meeting with other countries. He's actually like the forefront of whatever needs to get done. And he's the Powerball.
He's gonna have a mass. What do they call that? Tell your Theos, bro. But they're gonna have a mass fucking to send everybody back to their country. It's gonna be a massive deportation. That's like the first thing he's gonna do.
I can feel that.
You know what I mean? But it's just like you could register to be, do what you got to do to be an American and pay your taxes and shit. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, they could pay their taxes, but they're actually, who's gonna go work in the field, blah? Who's gonna go work in the field?
These white boys for sure. They're gonna get burnt.
Dude, come on now.
They're gonna get burnt. If you're not cool with sun, 12-hour shifts, don't even bother.
They put in more money than they actually take. Let's just be real about it. Whether that's a real fake stat or a fake stat, whatever that is, they produce. It's not like
they're not here to just kick it. They're not here to just chill. No. They're here to make money. They're grinding.
And what do you think people are like, they're taking my jobs? Well, because they weren't,
You don't want those jobs. Yeah. You don't want those jobs. Those jobs have been here way before us and nobody wanted it. They're willing to do it. They have no complaints. They come, put in the work, send a little money back just so everybody can eat. Yeah. And we're good.
It's a special topic to talk about. Yeah. Because it's just like, they need to pay this and you do that. Which it's like, where's that really money? Where is it going to? Really? It's only going to war. But anyway. Yeah. Anyway, it's only going to
they're putting it in.
Right? All our shit.
But all right. If you T
or
B, no, he's already out. If you have somebody who's gonna come in, because I heard California, is it Newsom? He was going to try, but dude, that keeps losing money. He's not going to fucking play with.
He did something great, though, recently. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that negative. But comment down below what you want to talk about. If you're down to come on the pod, comment down below. We'll be right back. Artificially Genuine.
Christians.